as Sir, my colleague, senior colleague, Mr. Digvijay Singh, observed here, subsequent to the University UGC guidelines 2006 that provide the cadre or unit for determining reservation roster points in teaching points, which was passed in the Allahabad High Court, was upheld in the Supreme Court. Sir, immediately after the judgment, yesterday Professor Ram Gopal Yadav mentioned here, that call for, immediately it was called for some 7,000 vacancies. So that created a very big apprehension that totally the reservation policy would come to a standstill. Because at the 13-point roster being maintained, a person who is to get an appointment in a certain department will have to wait for 10 to 20 years. So at the right point of time, maybe a little bit delay, the government has brought in the ordinance and subsequently the bill to replace the ordinance. It says that it will be a unit, and so the 13-point roster has been converted to 200-point roster, and it should be welcome. So 7,000 vacancies in higher education institutions like colleges and universities, if they are vacant, already our students are suffering by lack of accessing to higher education. And the vacancy of teacher positions will create much worse situation. So I think this bill will enable, if it becomes an act, will enable and manage the situation. Sir, regarding this, I would like to mention another point. Because of the social setup in our country, it is inevitable that only a reservation policy would bring the society at least to a near equality. Sir, Tamil Nadu has always been a pioneer in spearheading social justice. Sir, it is right to mention here that the first amendment to the Constitution in the year 1951 was only for reservations. Because of the agitation that was in Tamil Nadu by our late leader Periyar, Anna and Dr. Kalaignar Karunanidhi, subsequent to a judgment in the Supreme Court of Shanbagaraman Dorraj case, the agitation was conducted, and Pandit Nehru and Dr. Ambedkar referred that and said socially and backward people should be given reservation. That was the first ever amendment to the Constitution. So, sir, we hail from Tamil Nadu, and our leader, Dr. Kalaignar, when he was the Chief Minister, he provided 30% reservation for women in all workplaces in the government. And also 3.5% to the Muslim community. So, sir, reservation policy always will help a section of the people who have been oppressed and depressed and suppressed for quite a long time because of the social setup. So I welcome this bill, sir, and it would, I think, resolve so many issues. And only one important point I would reiterate, which my other colleagues also pointed out, there are some exemption lists. Why this? Because, kindly remember, the Agniputra Abdul Kalam, or this Mailsami Annadurai, who is the main reason for Chandrayan and Mangalayan, they are all from OBCs. If OBCs or SC, ST people are not allowed to research institutions like this, I think this should be injustice. So kindly, we have been referring that many a time, institutions of national importance always say reservations would not be allowed. Why this discretion after all these years, after independence, republic and achieving social justice and all? Sir, since if this is maintained, this would be another discrimination. So I think the new minister, I think, who is very much interested in taking up good things, I would request him or urge him, kindly keep this into consideration, and institutions of national importance should not exempt reservation in their institution for admission or for appointments. So that is our main point, sir. With this, I welcome this bill on behalf of the DMK.
Thank you.
Thank you.